Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video talking about another single issue that I read. This is issue 2 of the Legion of Superheroes series by Keith Giffen and the Beer Bombs. This issue, strangely enough, does not pick up with any of the plot points from the previous issue. We do not see Chameleon Boy / Chameleon Lad. We do not see Cosmic Boy. We don't see anything from the first issue except for a very brief cameo from a villain who we did not even see in the previous issue. We heard the villain making a deal with someone else who wants him to kill somebody, and in this issue we get to see that villain. Other than that, this issue deals with a completely different set of characters. We have Ultra Boy, and I actually, now that I think of it, I think he's the only Legionnaire who shows up in this comic. Actually, Sunboy may be in this comic very briefly. He may, I think he has like a one-panel cameo, and then, I can't remember her name. The police character who is dating Element Lad, she's in this issue. She has like a page. Other than that, this issue is pretty much on Ultra Boy. And this issue also has another one of those kind of Watchmen things where each issue has a text piece to kind of add to the world that we are seeing. We get to see the development of this new world. It is basically a brand new world, and we also get these text pieces that further add to that. And this one has two. We have one at the very beginning, and then we have another one, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it is at the very end. One thing I wanted to mention in my issue 1 analysis, if you will, I mentioned in my talking about issue 1 that this series, this particular run, owes a lot to the Watchmen, and I was talking about the text pieces being a good example. Also, there's the 9-panel grid. I completely forgot to mention that in my talking about issue 1. I don't think every page of issue 1 had the 9-panel grid. This one does. I'm pretty sure every single page has 9 panels, and that's why when I think of a 9 panels per page, I automatically think of Keith Giffen on the Legion. And I know that he used this technique in the Justice League International series. There were a few pages in that run that he did with J.M. DeMatteis where on the last page of an issue you would have Keith Giffen drawing something with the Global Guardians, and then the rest of the issue would be drawn by Kevin Maguire. So this series is completely drawn by Keith Giffen, and he is really going crazy using 9-panel grids on every page. It's very interesting how he is able to do the story in that way, because most artists, I think, would get tired of this. They might do it once or twice in an issue, but then for like an explosion, which is coming up very soon here, for an explosion, they would just do a big full-blown page of explosion. Here, we kind of get to see how the explosion is affecting some of the surrounding area, and I think that's kind of neat. Admittedly, this is basically a one-page panel thing, and it's just been divided up into panels, but still, this entire issue, I'm pretty sure, is the 9-panel grid. And you know what? I was mistaken. I said that this issue did not pick up with any of the plot lines from the previous issue. We do get to see Night Girl / Night Lass and Cosmic Boy's good friend from Braille, and they are talking about Cosmic Boy and Chameleon Boy, but those two characters do not show up in this issue. Overall, I would say here's another kind of pop culture reference from the time. This is from the movie, it's either Shocked or Shocker. See, there's the beginning of it, and there's Shocker. I've never seen or heard of that movie other than this poster, but it's one of those things that nice little snapshot of the time period that you get to see in the advertisement of the single issue. Overall, I would say this is a pretty good issue. It focuses heavily on one character. That's not something that usually you get to see in the Legion of Superheroes. Usually any given issue will have 5 or 6 characters who are heavily featured, and then a whole bunch of other characters who are minor characters in that issue. This one is really just one character, and we kind of get to see what Ultra Boy's life is like in the 5 years later run. We do get this other character named Kono or Kano, and she's kind of just there. I didn't really care for her. I don't know if she's going to be a major part in this series, because I am finding that in rereading these issues that I read a long time ago, I mentioned in my video for issue 1 that I read the first 8 issues or so of this run and I really didn't understand it. I am finding in rereading these issues that I don't remember anything that happened here. I remember a few of the things that happened when I was reading that series the first time. I don't remember any of this issue. And I find, once again, this issue surprised me. I was expecting it to not make a lot of sense, because that's the experience that I had when I read through the first 8 issues the first time. This made plenty of sense. I understood everything. So I'm really getting pumped for reading more of this series. And you will continue to see me do videos of this series every other day, as I will probably continue to read Excalibur on the off days. So that's all I have to say here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I was able to convince you guys to maybe go out and look for this issue. Go to your local comic book shop. See if they have any of the Keith Giffen run on the Legion of Superheroes. Because so far, having only read 2 issues recently, I can definitely say that this stuff is worth getting. So go pick this up. I highly recommend it. And that's about all I have to say here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you will come back tomorrow to see some other videos that I do. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.